I travel a lot to a lot of countries in Asia and also to Sri Lanka. There are some good examples in Sri Lanka who people also not people from Sri Lanka, also architect from outside is using the language of the tradition architecture but in a modern way. And this we also tried with the Baymaas project because that was quite a nice big property of 2.5 acres on the waterfront. And so to build a new building, then you have to use mainly the existing material what you find here in locally, not that we bring material out from Italy or from somewhere else, and also use the skill of the worker.
Even though the property has a large waterfront, because of the setback, the rooms are very far away from the water. So we've made a lot of efforts to bring in water into the site. One of them is through a boat channel where the boat can come in quite deep into the site, divides the site in terms of privacy of the various kind of functions. The other is a large fan-shaped pool which held center stage in the composition and as a foreground to the building before we reach the water.
I think the main element is this huge red wall. The huge wall is for stopping the evening sun to hit the roof of the building. And here it came out from the coastline regulation that building was also stretched out, and the red wall is separating the building, the property in two parts.
The architecture and the spatial organization is kept extremely simple, and it's a singly loaded view, sort of directing your view towards the water. Environment of the site with a big peepal tree in front and all the trees behind, once they cast the shadows, that melds in completely with the site. In that sense, from the back of the house to the front, the stoic wall gives away and melts away to a more transparent composition as it reaches the water.
It takes always around 3 years experimenting with the garden. That is the only way you can do, because nothing works really what you want in the garden architecture. When you architecture, you know that will go, but with the garden architecture, the plants, they dictate what they want. During the monsoon, we have fresh water there, and after that, in January, the whole thing is turning into saline. And number of plants, they not come in saline water. I do also on every Sunday, I go kayaking. So, and these plants you cannot find easily. So only with the kayak I could go and search for local plants what maybe will grow there. So I have selected them, I made photos of this, that the gardener could find these plants, and we were planting that on the property. And some of them they came, but the other not came. But now it is nicely grown, and the intervention what we did, we made a new boat channel there. It looks like that it was always there, because now the plants have did their business and they were growing nicely.
We both believe that the life of the project actually starts after it's inhabited. So, how a building ages, how it's occupied, how it changes over time. In this project too, every time we revisit site, we are continuously amazed by how the building ages, how the landscape flourishes, and how the water table rises and recedes. And this is what makes the project alive and makes our relationship with the building a continuous one, which never really ends.